Keir Starmer is shaking things up by hiring a new EU negotiator to rebuild the UK's relationship with Europe. Labour's lead over the Conservatives on key money matters has nearly disappeared in just 6 months since their win in July, according to recent research from Savannah. The latest figures from their political tracker, taken between November the 15th and 17th, show Labour barely ahead of the Conservatives on the economy by 5 points, on taxes by 2, and on the cost of living by 9. Meanwhile, UK consumer confidence has taken a hit, with household budgets feeling the squeeze. Many blame the recent budget for causing the private sector to shrink for the first time in a year. And honestly, there's not much good to say about Rachel Reeves because, well, there's not much good happening. Labour can't put all the blame on the Tories, though. Yes, the Conservatives left the UK in a mess, but at least the economy was growing in the first half of the year. By September, it shrank by 0.1%, with fears about the budget adding to the pressure. Things could get worse. Some are predicting the economy will shrink in October, November, and December, pushing us closer to another recession. Inflation, which had been easing, is expected to bounce back to 3% next year, adding to the cost of living struggles. In contrast, the US economy is booming. Their stock market keeps hitting record highs, helped along by the buzz around Donald Trump's landslide election win. Headlines like US company growth hits 31-month high show how far ahead America seems to be. Trump may have his flaws, but he knows how to hype things up, which seems to be working for their economy. Here in the UK, though, it feels like Starmer and Reeves are doing the opposite, dragging things down instead of lifting them up. Back to the EU reset, Labour has announced a new role for an EU negotiator to help improve Britain's relationship with Europe. The job, which comes with a salary of up to £200,000, will focus on preparing for 2025 talks on the Trade and Cooperation Agreement. This agreement is what sets the rules for post-Brexit trade and security ties with the EU. The person hired will be a key advisor to both Starmer and Nick Thomas-Symonds, the Minister for European Union Relations. They'll represent the UK in talks with the EU and lead discussions on trade, security, and other big issues like tackling people smuggling and responding to threats like Russian aggression. Labour says this new approach will help break down trade barriers, attract more investment, and improve cooperation with Europe. Starmer has already visited several European capitals since becoming Prime Minister, making it clear he sees closer ties with Europe as a way to grow the economy and strengthen security. According to the Cabinet Office, this new negotiator will be central to driving that work forward and bringing in more global investment. Let me know if you'd like further adjustments.